Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here. I hope you're doing well, and if you're not, I hope you are soon. Okay, there's one thing I really love about Folklore the Affliction, specifically the Farmer's Bundle, which this was a box set that upgraded the first edition to second edition and came with some stuff. And one of the things that this came with, and it is still available to buy separately. I just saw some copies of what I'm going to talk about on Miniature Market, I believe, for $10. But the one thing I really love about this is the Adventure Creation Kit. And this is a book for people to follow. And if they do so, it tells you how to create your own adventures and gives you all kinds of information. And it's kind of like a step-by-step guide to creating your own adventures, your own stories, and your own expansions for Folklore the Affliction. And one of the things that you can use this book for is really to play Folklore the Affliction like a fully kind of open world RPG. And this is a really neat book, and I wish that more kind of narrative, story-based campaigns, adventure-style games, I wish more of them came with something like this because I think it's really useful. So in this book, we get all kinds of information for people to create their own adventures, single stories versus campaigns, how to balance those two things. And then we get an outline of all the various story elements and how to arrange those, how to add different kinds of challenges and different ways for the players to progress. And so it gives you information that you can use kind of like a game master would. And you can design your paths, your choose your own adventure paths. You can set up your maps and your various encounters. And we also get a whole list of adventure hooks for little story snippets for things that you can use. So like I said, this also introduces a way to really play Folklore as an RPG. And you could play it as a solo RPG using only the tables in this book to generate different types of adventures and different types of encounters. Here we have random tiles, so all kinds of different random tiles that you can use the tiles from the game. Random creatures, so you can roll up your random creature encounters. Sandbox story tables to further augment your stories. Really, really cool here. And here we have a whole thing about creating assets. So you can create new types of heroes, new types of characters, and it gives you a listing of everything with kind of a point-buy system so you can keep things balanced like they are in a board game. This is really an interesting thing. And then here we get into a whole bunch of lore so you can make sure that your stories are lore friendly to the things that have already been created in a Folklore. And as we move further into the book, we have all of the information from every card available in the game presented as randomized card tables. So we have all of our different abilities. Here we have random artifacts, so all of our artifact cards, all of our companions, our consumables, our enhancements, random mystical knowledge, different types of protective items, recipes and augments, different types of weapons. And this is all of the information that's found on all of the individual cards in the game. And then we also get our random chart of our off-road events and our off-road event choices that were presented on the cards. So basically this one book has kind of everything that went into making up all of the adventures that were pre-written for Folklore presented in tables for people to use that information for their own adventures. And then finally, we do get into the Bestiary, and this has all of the monsters available in Folklore with all of their information printed. So really, really a cool book. I would love to see more of this kind of thing in games. It just makes finding stuff very easy, especially for people who like to homebrew their own kinds of adventures in these kind of sandbox adventure games. So that is just one thing that I like about Folklore the Affliction, specifically the Farmer's Bundle, and that is the Adventure Toolkit. So thank you for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.